Hello, this is Leech83, how we doing? Welcome to Season 3, Episode 8 of Celtic's Road to European Cup. And we're doing okay in the league so far. I'm here in January just now, and we've got another 5 games in the domestic league to show in this episode. But what I will say is we're going to try and complete January in this episode, and obviously the January transfer window is open, and as you can see here we've got 12.2 million or thereabouts to spend with 138 on the wage budget. Obviously can kind of move that round about to maybe give us like 13 million to spend, but my intention is to break our transfer record in this transfer window. Our transfer record so far in the 3 seasons that we're doing just now is 10.6 million that we played for Yarrow Rideabild at the start of this season. Which was quite a significant amount of money, but what we're going to do is going to try and break that record before we finish this season, just because this is going to be the last season on FIFA 16, and we may as well go out on a high and try and sign a big player. So I've put in a couple of inquiries for some people and we'll see how that develops. I'm not going to give any names away just now, but we'll see how we go. So in this episode we're going to have a game against Partick Thistle, then we've got Ross County, Dundee, Hamilton Accies, and then Ross County again before the window closes on the 31st of January. What we'll be doing is we'll try and simulate 3 of these games and then play 2. So simulate the Partick Thistle one to get us started off, probably simulate the Ross County one as well, and then play the game against Dundee, and then go from there. We'll see how it kind of pans out. We'll definitely simulate the first one anyway before we do anything. So here is our first game against Partick Roberts. Against Partick Thistle. Oh my god, you're such a retard. Anyway, right, in goals, Craig Gordon. We've then got a right back of Agapo with Ridewell, Chester and Santos. In the midfield we've got Brown, Eswine, Sinclair, Mackay-Stephen, and up front is Braithwaite and Griffiths. Actually, Agapo, we got a bid in from Blackburn Rovers for him, so he probably be leaving because we're not continuing the career. I'm not going to see him developing anything, so just sell him on. It's not going to really matter. So let's get into the game then and try and get 3 points in our first game of the episode. I always find these simulating matches are a bit boring, but it just gets them out of the way. So 19 minutes we got a goal from Lee Griffiths to give us a 1-0 lead. Dolan gets one back to make it 1-1 into the second half now. And come on Celtic, need another one, at least another one. I don't mind a point, but you want the 3 obviously. Nothing happening at all, a stale game that's for sure. And 90 minutes is up, thank God for that, and it's a 1-1 draw then against Partick Thistle. Not the best way to start the game. But I always find this simulating games takes the edge off the career a little bit, but as I said, we're just trying to get through this series as quickly as we can, because now we've got like 2.5 weeks to try and get it complete. So I want to get it done as quickly as I possibly can so we can concentrate on FIFA 17 coming out, and I want to do some videos before we actually get into FIFA 17 so I can tell you what's going to be coming up on that. But anyway, that's the first game done. Let's get the team sorted. If there's any transfer news, I'll bring that to you before we get into our next game. Okay, so still no concrete news right now about what's going to happen with our big transfer. It is in the works. We've offered the contract. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully, if we can strike a deal, just need to wait and see. But we'll hopefully I can reveal something shortly. But anyway, Adam Bogdan in goals for this one, and then we've got Yanko, Ridewell, Chester and Santos at the back. Midfield of Brown, Sinclair, Eswine and Mackay-Stephen. Up front, Griffiths and Braithwaite. Read the line again. I just thought I'd play this game against County and we'll simulate the game against Dundee, because it's only like a day apart, so we'll just do it that kind of way. Makes it a bit easier, so let's get into it. Sinclair picks up from the throw, delivers into the middle, Braithwaite, oh that's a lovely header by the big man, and it's 1-0. Great delivery, throw in collected by Sinclair, makes a bit of space, floats the ball in the middle, and Braithwaite rises the highest. It's 1-0. Griffiths nicely put forward for Braithwaite. Back to Griffiths. Does he have a shot? Rattles the post. And it's been a penalty. I didn't see a tackle, to be fair. I was too busy hitting the shot. Griffiths' shot went in. There's a tackle when Braithwaite runs into him, and it's typical EA. And it's a penalty, and it's a chance for us to make it 2. Scott Sinclair from the spot, and that'll do nicely. It is 2-0 after 27 minutes. Should be comfortable now. Well, that'll do perfectly for us. It's another victory, 2-0 in the end. We had enough chances in that game to win a few games. 9 shots, 4 of them on target. Just slightly edged on possession, but that's okay. But we've done well and we got the 3 points, that is the main thing. So it's on to the next one. And the game is like one day away when we play Dundee. So I'll put the change team in for that one. If there's any transfer news before it, then I'll let you know. But we'll get straight into it just now. Okay, so here we are ready for our game against Dundee. As you can see, it's just the next day on from our last game. So we've got Bogdan in goals with Lustig, O'Connor, Hanley and Tierney at the back, with Westwood in the middle with Wanderson, McLean, Christie and Iniki Nacho and Gary Hooper as our starting 11. So let's get into it and try and keep our good momentum going. So far so good, we're alright. Hooper picks up a booking in the 9th minute. But yeah, our league form is pretty much solid. The league's not really much doubt. And James McLean makes it 1-0 in 28 minutes. Iniki Nacho makes it 2 on 42 minutes and into the second half. A couple of substitutions but not much more action happening. Callum McGregor comes on for Christie. O'Connor makes it 3-0 on the 77th minute. And I think that may be us. It is all over now. A 3-0 victory, absolutely perfect, and continuing our good momentum in the league, which is absolutely perfect. So again, quick fire, but we'll just get ourselves ready. If there's any news, then I'll give it to you right before the next game. Okay, so into our next game again. Now there's been a couple of departures. We've sold Scott Allen, we've sold Mikael Lustig as well. Just he was leaving at the end of the season on a free, so just decided to sell him. And not much else happening at the moment. So we're into our next game against Hamilton Accies. It's Adam Bogdan in goals with Yanko, Radwell, Chester and Santos. We've got Brown in the middle with Eswine, Sinclair and Mackay Stephen. And up front, Braithwaite and Griffiths lead the line. Again, just continuing a good form, hopefully in the league. And hopefully we can pick up another victory. Griffiths makes it 1-0 after 9 minutes, ideal. And then a booking for Santos on 15. Not much else happening in the game. A red card for Gillespie and then a goal then on the 40th minute for Griffiths, making it 2. Sinclair makes it 3 on the 55th minute. That red card really hindering Hamilton, and we've took full advantage, making it 4 now on the 78th minute. Iniki Nacho. And that is how it finishes, 4-0. Another 2 goals for Griffiths, who's been really on fire this season. He's just been banging them away, and I don't really know why I sold him, to be honest with you. I'm so glad to have him back in the team, but he's been absolutely superb for us. But that's another victory, that's the main thing. So we're going to progress again, and we'll get one more game, and then that'll be us for this episode. So hopefully I can get this bloody deal done. It's proving to be a bit of a pain in the arse, but I'm just trying to spend all our money. But we'll see how we get on with it. Okay, so we have finally done it. I have smashed our transfer record. Now I'm going to give you this at the last part. You can see his name there. If you figured it out already, then good on you. So I'll go through our transfer dealings as it happened throughout the window. So we sold Carlos Agapo to Blackburn Rovers for 475,000. We loaned out Joseph Simnovic to CSKA Moscow. We loaned out Pablo Acosta to RC Lens. We then sold Scott Allen to Derby County for 1.6 million. We sold Mikael Lustig to Everton for 1.7 million, and we bought Yaya Toure. Yaya fucking Toure. Oh my god, he might be like 35 or something, but I don't really care. Got him on a 1-year deal, 200 grand a week. It's just serious. It's a serious amount of money. £13 million for Yaya Toure. It is absolutely superb. I'm just delighted to have even managed to negotiate the deal, but we have now been able to bring him in. So sorry Scott Brown, but you're going to be dropped to the bench, and I'm sorry Ashley Westwood, but you're going to be dropped out as well. And we are going to bring in the man Yaya Toure, down to an 85 rated, but still a decent player. 85 reactions, 86 stamina, 92 strength, 83 ball control, 85 free kick accuracy. He's just brilliant. 86 shot power, 86 shot pass as well. Just an absolute piece. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 34 years old he is, and we brought him in, so we're going to be trying to hit some bangers with him when we get into our next game. So as I say, absolutely delighted to bring in Yaya Toure. Just an absolute phenomenal signing, and becomes our new record player. It's been something that I wanted to do as soon as I came to the coming to the end of this, and I was like, I need to do something different. So there it is there, our record transfer fee is 13 million, and as you can see there, Toure, 13 million pounds is our new record, which is absolutely superb. Just blows our previous record right out the window. So I know we had already played Ross County earlier on in this episode, but decided because it is the last episode, the last game of the episode, we'll play this one and we'll see what Yaya's like in action. Now in the next episode we'll have Dundee in the Scottish Cup, we'll then have Motherwell in the league, Hearts in the league, and then our knockout round of the last 16 in the Champions League against Wolfsburg. So get that to look forward to in the next one, so make sure you join me for that. But in the meantime, let's get into this match then, away to Ross County this time. We are going with our 11 there, which is Bogdan in goals with Yanko, Ridewell, Chester and Santos. We've got Yaya Toure in the middle, Scott Sinclair, Gary Mackay-Steven, Alexander Eswine, and then up front Griffiths and Braithwaite. I don't even know how to describe how I feel right now after getting that deal done. But let's get into it and see if we can get a goal with him. I'm going to be trying to hit some long shots with him and see what he's like. But I'm looking forward to this. Hope you get some action from it too. Corner for us, it's Mackay-Steven to deliver into the box. It's a header! It's Alexander Eswine, and it's 1-0 after 33 minutes. Nice delivery by Mackay-Steven. And a nice header by Eswine, and it's 1-0. Good header, Mackay-Steven collects. Griffiths for Mackay-Steven again. He's got Yaya Toure with him. I've been spamming this. Ah, yes! Finally I can get one into the back of the net. I've been trying, and finally after about 20 attempts, Yaya Toure, that'll do perfectly. Keeper's off his line, to be fair, but Toure smashes it for a debut goal. That'll do. Absolutely perfect. Welcome to the Hoops, big man. Well, that's a perfect start for us with Yaya Toure in the team. 3 points, and Yaya Toure getting his goal as well. As you said, 8 shots, only 2 of them on target. A few blockouts as well. I was just trying to get Yaya on the ball as much as I could, and it all went well for us. So I'm happy with that. Another 3 points, and happy to have Big Yaya in the team for us. Absolutely superb. So it's our biggest ever transfer. Obviously one that I would never expect us to pull off in real life, but we did sign his brother after all. But to get Yaya done in game is pretty sweet, so I'm going to enjoy using him for the rest of the season. Hopefully you can enjoy it too. Let me know what you think about this transfer by leaving a little comment down below, and let me know what you think of this series so far. I know it's a little bit rushed because we simulate some of the games as well, not in fully the way that I like to do it, but it's just, as I say, time wise it's what I need to do, so that's just kind of how it is. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, then drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always, take it easy.